Welcome to the Spin Fortuna Cyber Oracle. Think of a topic in your life and reveal its destiny. Press the like button. Initiating sequence. Your cards are Five of Swords, Ace of Swords, Five of Wands. If you continue walking as you have done so far, the cards show a process of mental rupture, radical clarity, and external confrontation. First, a feeling of conflict or loss emerges that forces you to look at what can no longer be sustained, then a sharp truth appears that cuts through confusion, and finally, a clash of energies arrives where you will have to defend your position with firmness. It is an intense journey, tension, clarity, and open challenge. The Five of Swords initiates the process by indicating a moment of conflict, weariness, or the feeling of having lost more than you gained. This card speaks not only of external defeats, but of those situations where the struggle leaves a bitter taste or where words cut deeper than expected. It can manifest as arguments, silent tensions, rushed decisions, or the feeling that something has broken in communication. It may also appear as the need to recognize where you are self-sabotaging or where you insist on a battle that is no longer worthwhile. The Five of Swords does not demand pride, it demands seeing honestly which conflict you do not want to repeat. Next appears the Ace of Swords, signaling that after that weariness, a moment of absolute clarity arrives. This card speaks of truth, mental lucidity, and sharp decisions. It can manifest as a decisive conversation, an idea that illuminates everything, a necessary cut with a damaging dynamic, or a deep understanding that reorganizes your priorities. Sometimes the Ace of Swords acts like an internal sword that cuts through the fog, allowing you to see what is real, not what you feared or imagined. Its energy is direct, think with precision, speak with transparency, decide with firmness. Finally, the Five of Wands presents itself as the confrontation that follows the discovery of the truth. It is the card of clashes of opinion, competing forces, and the effort to be heard or recognized. It can manifest as lively discussions, differences in criteria, competition at work, family tensions, or even an internal struggle between your own impulses. This card reminds you that some processes require going through the fire of disagreement to establish a new order. It is not a destructive conflict, but a training. It makes you stronger, clearer, and more decided. In summary, the Five of Swords, the Ace of Swords, and the Five of Wands narrate a process where a conflict that can no longer be ignored first emerges, then a truth appears that cuts through the confusion at its root, and finally you go through a clash of energies that forces you to take a stand. It is a dynamic journey, loss, clarity, and affirmation. The omen indicates that, if you continue walking as you are, you will first face an uncomfortable outcome, then you will gain a crucial understanding, and finally you will have to defend that truth amidst tensions. This cycle is challenging, but profoundly liberating. What emerges afterward is firmer, more conscious, and more coherent with yourself. Remember the following. Inner confrontation exposes a wound that leaves you with a feeling of loss even when you win. Something needs to be acknowledged and released. Clarity arrives as a precise cut, a truth breaks through, sharp and forceful, separating the real from the illusory. Creative conflict ignites your fire, tensions, differences, and friction become the impulse to grow and express your strength. May everything always be for the best, and a blessing of fortune and gratitude to all our subscribers. If you want to know what happens next, or have another topic you wish to ask about, choose the video on the screen that most catches your attention. Type "Thank you" if this reading was helpful to you. For private readings, read the description of this video. Thank you very much for your like, all the best.